Okay, so you ready to jump into this? Today we're looking at something that caught my eye. It's all about passive income.
Sounds intriguing.
Yeah, right. But specifically, we're talking about this course that's claiming it can turn anyone into an Amazon Associate superstar
Uh-huh.
and the secret weapon, AI, of course.
Of course.
So for anyone listening who's maybe not super familiar with Amazon Associates, basically you earn a commission by promoting products on Amazon with these special links, affiliate links.
Right, right.
And I mean, it sounds simple enough on the surface, but a ton of people really struggle to actually make any decent money from it.
Yeah, I can see that.
So the big question we're diving into today is, could AI actually be the key to cracking the code? What do you think?
Well, it's a bold claim for sure, this whole turn Amazon Associates into an ATM using AI thing.
Yeah, for real.
And what really stood out to me was this course saying it works for total beginners, A&D people who are already doing affiliate marketing and want to scale up.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's like they're saying they have the magic formula for everyone.
Exactly.
But let's face it, there are tons of folks out there struggling with Amazon Associates, right?
Mm.
So before we even get to the AI part of it, what are some of those big hurdles that people hit? Like, what makes this so tough?
Well, first off, you got to find the right products to promote, right? It's not just picking anything at random. You want products with high demand that have good commission rates, A&D, that actually fit into the niche you're targeting.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then on top of that, you've got to create content that actually gets people to click on those affiliate links you're sharing.
Right. Because just having a link out there isn't enough, is it?
Exactly. It's got to be engaging, got to be informative, got to convince people they need that product.
Totally.
And then the third big hurdle I see is, well, you've got your products, you've got your awesome content, but how are people actually going to see it?
Yeah. How do you get the traffic?
Exactly. Driving traffic to your links, whether it's through websites, social media, email lists, you got to get those eyeballs on your stuff.
So we've got product selection, creating compelling content, and driving traffic, like
Yeah.
three huge challenges.
Yeah.
And this course is saying AI can solve all of them.
It's a bit mind-blowing, isn't it? I'm almost imagining like robots churning out viral content, and like steering traffic with this insane precision, like a digital air traffic controller or something.
It's definitely a fascinating thought, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, and exciting. But I guess the big question is, how realistic is that? Like, are we really at that point with AI?
Well, maybe not robots in the literal sense, not yet, at least. But AI definitely can automate certain parts of the process.
Okay, like what specifically?
Well, imagine like using AI to sift through thousands of product reviews to pinpoint the exact phrases your ideal customer uses when they're searching for something on Amazon.
Oh, wow. So like keyword research on steroids. Exactly. Or picture this. You're using AI to help you craft product descriptions that are so irresistible, people can't help but click buy now.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I can see that.
And even beyond that, AI can personalize recommendations and like laser target ads to make sure they're getting in front of the right people, the people who are actually likely to buy.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's not just about, randomly throwing stuff out there and hoping for the best. It's about being really strategic, and AI can help a lot with that.
Yeah, it's like working smarter, not harder, which is what everyone's trying to do, right?
Definitely.
But I guess that brings us back to the big promise that we see a lot with these kinds of things, the whole passive income thing. The idea that you set it all up and then money just magically flows in 24/7 while you're off sipping cocktails on a beach somewhere.
Yes, the dream.
Is that really possible? Like, what's the reality of building a sustainable income online?
Well, it's definitely a tempting thought, isn't it? That whole set it and forget it and watch the money roll in. But realistically, even with AI doing a lot of the heavy lifting, you're still going to need to put in effort.
Okay, so it's not as passive as it sounds.
Right. It's not like you can just completely disappear and expect everything to run itself. Think of it like this. You're the architect, right? And AI is your construction crew. You're the one with the vision, the strategy, the overall plan for what you want to build. AI is just helping you execute it, making things faster and more efficient.
I like that analogy. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so even with all the amazing things AI can do, your success still hinges on having a solid strategy.
Right, so what are the key parts of a good strategy?
Well, like we talked about earlier, choosing the right niche that you're passionate about and that has good potential, understanding your target audience, like really knowing what they want and need, and creating content that speaks to them directly, that provides real value.
So it sounds like AI is more of a powerful tool to help you execute your strategy, rather than replacing the need for a strategy altogether.
Exactly.
Like, AI can handle the hammering and the sawing and all that, but UVE got to be the one designing the house and making sure it's built on solid ground.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, so it's not just a set it and forget it kind of thing. There's still real work involved, even with AI. But I'm curious, with all this talk about AI taking over so many tasks, wouldn't there be a danger of people, neglecting those fundamental business skills? Like, if you're relying so much on AI to do the work, do people maybe stop paying attention to the other stuff?
Yeah, that's a really valid concern, actually. There is a risk that people become overly reliant on AI and kind of forget about the core principles of building a good business, like understanding your market, building genuine relationships with your audience, the things that really matter in the long run.
It's almost like AI could become a crutch, right?
Right. And that's not what we want. AI should be a tool that empowers us, not something that we become totally dependent on.
Right, right. So it sounds like the key takeaway here is that AI isn't some magic button. It's more like a superpowered assistant helping you do things more effectively and efficiently, but you still have to be the brains behind the operation.
Exactly.
It's about using its strengths strategically while staying grounded in those core principles of good business.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Awesome. Well, this has been super insightful, but, thinking about all this, I can't help but feel like we're on the edge of this huge EE shift, almost like back when the internet first exploded and changed everything.
Oh, absolutely. AI is evolving so rapidly. Who knows what it will be capable of even a year from now?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about. And I guess that brings up a really interesting question for everyone listening out there. As AI keeps changing the game, what skills are going to be the most valuable in the future? What's going to set apart the people who thrive in this new world from those who get left behind?
That is the question, isn't it?
Definitely something to think about as you navigate this whole world of online business and AI and all that jazz.
For sure.
All right. Well, thanks for joining me on this deep dive. It's been a fascinating conversation, and I'm sure everyone listening has a lot to ponder.
My pleasure. It was great to be here.
Until next time.
See you then.